All right, tonight I want to do a little segment of just going through some of the subscriber emails because I'm a little bit behind on recognizing some really good work and some really good feedback, and I thought tonight would be a good night to do it. So this is from Patrick, WSO Western Oregon Facebook member. He took this with an iPhone 5, September 6th. 50 minutes before sunrise, the glow on the horizon caught my attention. The sky was deeply overcast to the west, and the light appeared 15 to 20 degrees south of sunrise position. The underbelly of the clouds was bathed in this blue light, but the halo at the 1 to 2 o'clock was surprising. I'd never in my life seen this blue nor a halo in the clouds. Again, Jeff P's video, blue plasma video that we did last night when he was on the show. We were looking at some of his plasma reactions and so forth that he collected from, I guess, not too far from CERN. Now that we found that, got that out in the open. But just another interesting, this is an interesting. This next photo is also from Patrick. Thanks, Patrick. And I think this is probably what prompted him to send the two photos. But Steve, love all you guys. God bless you all. I'm on Western Oregon, as we said before. He watched the Jeff P. weekend 3 times. He catch every post by Jeff, so he's pleased to see him on board with us. And Jeff's a friend of mine. We've been around each other for a long time, and he and I are good sanity points with each other. So anyway, the two photos were taken last night, 10/7/16 at 7:24 p.m., 1 hour after sunset, west of Jefferson, Oregon, 45th parallel. The blue cloud first caught my attention. Okay, and it's seen it at dawn a month before, which was the photograph I just showed you before. And then I went to a spot with the best views westward in town and took this picture. It's very bright for an hour after sunset, and given the deep cloud cover, unusual to see blue skies of that intensity with no other post-sunset colors. I couldn't help thinking plasma effect. The same blue is in the clouds in Jeff's Switzerland video of your recent post. By the way, that's Switzerland. I keep calling it Germany. It's over by the Hadron Collider. In his video, the same blue is seen not only encircling the column, but also surrounding the clouds that are bathed in it. And again, taken on the iPhone 5. And I'll zoom in on this a little bit, you guys. But check this out, man. And again, the reason that this is interesting to me is because I'm used to seeing the red sunsets now. And by the way, we have subscribers that are telling us that they're seeing a lot of red iron oxide dust on their properties now. Some of the farmers, people that are out in the country. But this brought like an episode of actually BP Earthwatch from 2014 when he was with Mike from around the world, and they were talking about this magnetic ball coming up from the south. And one of the things Mike said in there that just stuck with me was he says, when you start seeing the sky changing different colors, then it's time to start paying attention, or something along that line. So I thought that was an interesting thing to point out. Okay, so that's why I brought that up there. All right, so the next one is, this is from a subscriber named Bob. Bob sends it Friday sunset in Kansas. These 3 objects appeared during the sunset last night on I-70 west of Salina, Kansas. They were just south and a bit above the sun. After I took these pics at a fourth appeared down lower to the right of these 3, almost making 4 points of a cross. Then the sun finished setting and all 4 were out of sight. This happened before any of our planets or stars were showing. It was still light out. Never seen these objects before. Do you have a clue as to what they are? Time was 7 to 7:10 Central Standard Time, taken with a 305 millimeter lens. So again, here's the red sunset with or near sunset apparently, with some objects. And again, this I don't know what they are. I think that they're extremely interesting. Thank you for sharing them, by the way. And let's just take a closer look and see what we can find out here. Look at this. Wow. Wow, wow. Good catch from Kansas. Let's see how close we can get in on this thing here. Whoa. That's interesting. Okay, thank you, Bob, for sending that. That is interesting. And if you guys have any ideas to what we're looking at, just let us know. Now let's take a look at this one over here in the point here. It looks like it's one of our familiar objects that we've been seeing, the orb with a hole in it. Well, Bob, that's a possibility that might be the same object. Now, again, I didn't see anything that should have appeared and disappeared like that on Stellarium, so I'm just going to say I don't know. what they are, but they're highly suspicious objects that seem to match some of the stuff that we're looking at coming in right now in terms of the pattern. This next little montage makes me feel like a doctor in the office. We're looking at your leg. It looks like we're going to have to do a hip replacement, Mr. Jones. It's very serious. No, I'm looking at this and going, no, this is actually pretty interesting, and I really do appreciate AZ for sending it in to us. And what's disturbing is this should be over the sun. Now, they could be flipping the camera, certainly. Something like that could be happening, and I could be misinterpreting this 100%. But from the 6th of October here, you can see, is this actually another object down here? I don't know. And then on the other side, which is just very, very interesting. And then on the other side, we've got the, the streak that's typically left by that orbed ball. And then we've got the beam of light going on down in these. So really, really want to thank you, AZ Voice, for giving us a little boost with that great, great catch. Well, this one's quite interesting. This is from David. Hi, I'm David. I live in the mountains in eastern Washington. I have had the last 18 months at home, mostly due to being ill and having a few surgeries. I'm close with the Lord and serve Him daily. Good for you, man, and I make no bones about that either. Steve, I was told through the scripture that I'm a watchman over the house of Israel. Great. I'm to warn of the sword and keep watch. I think we're warning of the sword and we're keeping watch together, aren't we now? I have been led to the things and documents I can't even believe, but I do. Listen, the Lord has me doing work, and I get some awesome pics and videos. I'm up all night because I don't sleep well during these times. I appreciate what you do, and I love how you are proud and tell our brothers and sisters what's up about the Bible and the Lord. Right on. I have a few pictures I'm holding on to. I think it's time I show somebody. I took these pictures in my yard with an old Vivitar 2.7-inch handheld camcorder with a tinted lens cover. I have a lot of equipment and everything the Lord has given me to do my job with. Steve, half the time I question my proof and findings, and then I'm told not to. Hey, man, I go there all the time. I don't understand these pictures, but I can assure you, sir, as I breathe and live, these photos are all me and real. He took these photos himself, in other words. The date on the pic that says 2012 was due to not setting the time at first. I really didn't think I would get this far, so at first I took it half serious. But the Lord keeps reminding me of my duty, so I'll show you all three of the photos that He sent me. So anyway, let's take a look at a couple of these photos that He sent me. These are the ones that were labeled 2012 when He was not taking it seriously. Listen, man, I'm right there with you, brother. I wasn't taking it very seriously myself at first until I started to see that there was a lot of people that had information and had been looking at this stuff a lot longer than me. I just happened to be the spokesperson for a lot of us, I guess, and hopefully the date that you can take home to mother, where you can show them some of this stuff and say that this isn't a half-baked, crazy group of people or a guy or anything like that. We're just trying to show the truth, man. So I want to thank you so much for sending in this unbelievably vivid image. Crazy, crazy, crazy. And then this one, I see this effect sometimes in lens flares, so I don't usually take it too seriously all the time, but the way that this one looks, it's a little different. It could show a reflection of our true sun right now. That could be disturbing. But this one, man, this one that has 11, again, probably mislabeled. No, it's labeled correctly, 9/11. Ooh, 9/11. Anyway, if you look in close and you kind of draw in close, it looks like you got a focal point, as Jeff P would tell us, a place where you actually got a kind of a really good peek at what's up there. Okay, and then this other one that you showed us here, again, I'll go back to this one again. This one this one is a remarkable. And I don't know what's up with the big triangle in there, but we have seen kind of triangle shapes on one of the objects that we've seen. So again, thank you for sending that in. Well, thank you for joining for another night of WSO evidence, looking at your evidence, mostly subscriber photos that come in and everything. And I just wanted to thank everybody that's been supporting this channel, subscribing to this channel. I am very excited about our website launch next week. We are going to definitely be putting out some announcements here and some of the great content that we're going to be available to our founding member teams and people that have really come to our aid. And just wanted to close with that announcement, and also just to let you all know that Yeah, things are getting rough. We kind of expected that things were going to start to deteriorate. You know, we did kind of expect things were going to start going this way. So in the world, so it's really important that we get that. You know what I mean? We get that fear under control. You know what I mean? And it is possible to get fear under control. And the way you get it under control is one, love, and then number two, to just rest. Rest your shoulders, relax. You know, some of those breathing techniques just take down that fear level and just keep plowing forward, everybody. Until next time, Steve Olson, WSO. Oh, I almost forgot. I wanted to show you this capture that we got from Canada, and ooh, which one was this? I forget. Oh, god darn it. Anyway, check this out. It's one of the cameras in Canada. Yeah, let's see if I recorded which one it was. Ampor, Arn Prior. Okay, check this out. Is that the sun going in front of a cloud, or is that just me? Or is that an object back there, that white object? You guys tell me in the comment section.